Hello, salutations. Here I am again, part two. I did the part one, which was a deeper reading, and we looked at, turn this down a little bit so you can see, looked at all these cards, which were basically the 9 chakras of the Travel energy. We looked at the soul mirror for the United States for today, which is August the 7th, 2020. I wanted to do a second video, part two, just so you can see some of the more things I do with soul readings that I am offering, will be offering to do as well for individuals. So this is part two. So I expand from the basic 9 chakras, the 7 traditional chakras, and then the 2 extra Travel chakras, the Lord's Prayer, and we continue on. So far we've looked at our Elohim, who art in and through all things, as I am. Hallowed and holy is this perspective. Eternal love's kingdom come. Eternal love's will be done on earth as it is done in the presence of I am. Give us this day our daily abundance, needs and abundances, and forgive us for all our mishaps, missteps, and misdeeds, as we forgive those whose mishaps, missteps, and misdeeds come against us, and lead us only deeper into eternal love. And those are the 9 Travel chakras, which follow the energies of light, electricity, air, fire, water, fauna, flora, earth, and metal. And then we expand from there into the deeper and intimate energies. Now, I called the first one the deeper energies because we looked at the whole thing, and then the intimate energy reading, we're going to look at, so there's a little bit of crossover with definitions, but stick with me. This is part two of an intimate reading. So if you were interested in just a deeper reading, which would be about 30 minutes long, then I would be more than open for that. If you're looking for something a little bit longer, then we would expand into an hour, and I would go further. So this is what I'm going to do by going further. I may not take the full 30 minutes for this version, simply because I just want to get this reading finished for you. And if I met with you for an hour, it would go with a back and forth with conversation. So once again, this is a reading for the United States of America, looking at the soul atmosphere of what's going on right now. We looked at the failure that we need to acknowledge and be okay with making new perspective, that there has been some oppression going on that we had failed to realize before, but we're speaking success and truth. We're going to climb that mountain and have great success in overcoming this oppression within. We're going to step in bravery. Again, upside down means it's within. So this is unseen places, things that aren't obvious. Outwardly, the things that are obvious. So in our hearts, we're stepping bravely out in the unseen realms to overcome that oppression. Our outward id, the core solar plexus of the United States of America, is we are a symbol of hope for all who look at us, and we're creating within us exactly what we want to create. Now, the thing I missed on the other thing is this is the divine feminine, divine masculine. So we have a perfect balance. And I just went 11:22. I was doing some other work on editing at 11:11. So these are the perfect balance of divine feminine, divine masculine energies that are showing up in this reading. So the United States of America is definitely coming together to balance this. We're taking this gift of the divine feminine energy and we're channeling it with the divine masculine energy to make happen what we want to happen. Now we're grounded and rooted in the forgiveness of understanding that we've been deceived. We need to forgive ourselves in recognizing that. We're taking on the name of humility. We're going to humbly take on that name and step out with a spitfire. Yeah, let's do this. Go, 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 go. Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm going to make mistakes, but we're going to go and we're going to fix this and we're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. So that's where we're stepping out. Okay. Once again, we're stepping out into the 2 alternate timelines. There are 2 alternate perspectives that are going on, hopefully in a way to come together, find a way to let go of the factoids and come together to find a healing, so that once we find healing, we can then continue on in health in whatever direction we want to do. So the next energy is the 10th energy. So we just did lead us only deeper into eternal love. And this one is deliver us from anything that hinders eternal love. So this is the bracer arm, the shield arm. Deliver us from anything that hinders eternal love. And it's also the compassion and community. So in the community of the United States of America, the community is son of earth. Now, son in this deck is the journeyman. So the daughter is the apprentice, the son is the journeyman. And the journeyman. So what we're doing is, this is not so much the, yeah, let's go out and do it all. This is more, okay, I've learned some basic lessons. I know a few things. And so this is kind of probably metaphysically related more to the higher levels of high school and college age, where you know what you know, you've learned your basics, and now you're expanding into specific areas. Now it's upside down, so this is within. So within the community of America, we have son of earth, which is a very pedantic, determined, slow, get the details right energy of, let's just slow down a little bit. Let's make sure we got all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, because we have to make sure everything is in place first, so that when we do step out, we're stepping out on some solid ground. Okay? So this is a beautiful image right now of, okay, I'm just going to say that, okay, I'm going to do a little code here. The 17th letter of the alphabet, very much making sure everything is taken care of. They've got all the details. They have everything they need, but they're making sure everything is lined, everything is legal, everything is possible, so that when they do step out, they have an unbreakable case, and they're going to be able to step out in bravery and have success. All right, so this is our community, this slow, steady pace of make sure everything is in place. We've got all the resources that we need. Everything is here, so let's make sure this step goes to this step, goes to this step, goes to this step. So we've met in the community of the United States. We've met with a bit of a slowing down of brakes. So the community of the United States is just kind of saying, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. There's a lot of information going on out there. Let's just take the time to figure out where the resources are coming from, who's speaking the truth, who's pushing an agenda, what's going on. So that's where we're at with this community energy. And I'm feeling a real slow down sense here. So from this, we have the effort, or the sacrificial grace. So from here, deliver us from anything that hinders eternal love, to, for eternal love has the authority, and this is the stigmata. We're pointing to the stigmata, okay? You can't quite see, but you know I'm doing that crucifixion sacrifice imagery, okay? Eternal love has all authority because they paid the price, they made the sacrifice. And when I say they, I'm specifically talking to the incarnation of eternal love. I am. Made the sacrifice. They made the payment. Redemption has been paid. Now, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and however you believe on all that faith, or whatever faith you believe in, okay? I'm going to expand this beyond just Judaic biblical principles. I was born and raised Christian principles, so that's what I'm most familiar with. But I also recognize and understand the story of allegory. So whatever your faith belief is, even if your faith belief is an atheist who doesn't believe in God, or you believe in science, or you're pagan, whatever it is, I want you to think in your mind, where in your faith belief does that I am the sacrifice who will make the payment and make the effort and pay the price for those who cannot pay the price on someone else's behalf. You know, the greatest form of love is to make sacrifice on someone else's behalf. Parents do this all the time. Soldiers do this all the time. So it's this constant story imagery, and that's eternal love has the authority to make all this happen because they paid the price. The debt is paid. They now own the title. Debt is paid, all paid in full, okay? Now, for my Christian friends who like to get really, really stuck on this, it's all about Jesus and only about Jesus, the sacrifice payment redemption is yes. The church with Jesus Christ is the Shekinah glory. So that's where you get this masculine, feminine thing happening. So Mother, Father, Creator, Elohim. Then we have the Son and the Maiden. The Son is the redemption, this picture and this idea of redemption. And when you use the name of Jesus Christ, essentially you're using the name of I am authority. Okay, so we are actually able to expand beyond that. If Jesus Christ, when he came to earth, was the pure incarnation of eternal love, who told us to follow in his footsteps, we are grateful for the sacrifice. Sin has been paid for, karmic debt's been paid. That which we could not do ourselves has been paid for. So now let's move on and walk in those footsteps. Walk in the authority that the debt of karma has been paid. The debt, what was the debt? The death matrix debt. We on earth lived in a death matrix. We couldn't get out because we are held in this structure of death matrix. But the debt for that death matrix, because the death matrix created a whole lot of crap, put everyone in slavery. The debt's been paid. It's paid. It's done. It's complete. And I want to encourage you to move on from there, not out of gratefulness. Be grateful for the debt has been paid. Now move on in that authority. Move on in that authority to then live and take on that I am title. What's the whole point of redemption? We are redeemed. We can now walk in that authority of I am incarnating eternal love here and now. And I have the authority through the sacrifice. And every time you make a sacrifice and every time you make an effort, you're doing that. Okay, so let's make this practical. Again, this is not a spiritual realm. This is not a practical physical one. This is the soul realm, how it applies to you, how it applies to how your mind brain thinks, how your heart brain thinks, and how your gut brain thinks. And when all the individual little souls get together and we create one big personified energy over the United States of America, that's what I'm talking about. How the United States of America as a collective personification thinks with their mind brain, feels with their heart brain, and responds with their gut brain. And we have the authority because the debt has been paid. A debt has been paid by many who have died in war. Freedom isn't free, my loves. Freedom is never free. But we have the freedom because the debt is being paid. It is being paid by individuals. It is being paid by collectives. It is being paid by you when you make the effort. And what is that effort? Ooh, the energy in that effort. There is a lot of interference going on. Okay, now I just covered a huge amount of doctrine. And if you're listening to this and you disagree with my doctrine, there's going to be a lot of interference. So you're going to completely disregard everything I say from here on because you're listening to the interference. Or you're going to be able to hone in on the message, find your truth in the message and apply it to you. The Travell Unum philosophy takes the energy of everything and applies it to you however you want to. Again, I recommend you apply your energy for the benefit and health of your soul and the health of everybody else around you. The reality is you don't have to, but that's my recommendation. Okay, so there's a lot of interference going on with this effort. The people who are making the effort right now, the individual people who are physically making the effort are coming up against a lot of resistance and interference because those who are oppressing and those who are deceiving in the hidden places, they are causing white noise to happen in the outward places. This is outwardly. The hidden places are causing white noise. They're causing interference. So the eagle that is flying high, the United States freedom, is being attacked right now by a lot of interference. That's what's going on. Now the wisdom, okay? We go from the authority of eternal love holds all authority and the power, which is the gift that we give back. We are given the power through the authority of the sacrifice, and we give that gift back to the universe as our humble service and as our wisdom, because you've gone through the whole process of understanding and forgiving, and now we're coming back to, now I'm going to give, okay? Give We're going to give back this in wisdom because I've learned my lesson. So what is the lesson that we're learning to generate this wisdom gift that we give back to eternity? This, this card right now as it is, I want you to imagine looking into a mirror with a mirror behind you. So, you have the mirror with the mirror with the mirror with the mirror with the mirror. This is the spiral within, because it is the Hermit card that goes within. The Hermit card goes within to take sanctuary and take time to think. But it's upside down, so that means within. So we are hermiting within. We recently were all told to hermit into our homes. Now it is time to hermit within our hearts and to understand the wisdom that we have, understand what's been going on. So when you take the time to pause, whoa, slow down. I've been told a lot of stuff. I've been told to do this, and to do this, and to do this to stay healthy. But there's a lot of people who are saying that that's actually going to make me more sick. What do we do with this? Do I wear a mask? Do I not wear a mask? Doctors wear masks in surgery so that their spit doesn't go inside the patient that they're dealing with, right? And if you actually want to stop a virus with a mask, you have to be in an actual, like, full-on nuclear hazmat suit. The cloth mask you're wearing is not stopping a virus. It's not stopping it coming in. It's not stopping it going out. You can't catch the virus through spit or through surfaces. Now, what I'm saying is all information that you probably have heard is not true. Whoa, 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 Nellie. Whoa, Nellie. That's not the information I'm hearing. I'm hearing all this other information that's going on. That can't be right. The news and the television is telling me something different. I am telling you to take time and think about it clear. It doesn't take much. Just think about it. Take your time and think about it. A virus is a teeny weeny, itsy bitsy, bitty 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 little thing. If you don't want to catch a virus, you have to wear a hazmat suit. Your mask is a symbol of your submission. That's all it is. And wearing it also inhibits your breathing ability. So you keep breathing in the CO2 that your body's trying to get rid of, and then you touch it or something happens and you wear this mask all day and germs get on it. So you're just breathing in the germs and you're making yourself more sick. That's actually been proven. Go find the information. Take the time to think, to study, go within, and figure out the truth. I wonder if this video is ever going to get pulled off because I'm talking about a lot of stuff. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Blessings. I'm incredibly grateful for YouTube. I bless YouTube as a wonderful opportunity to share information. And I'm sharing eternal love with all right now. So that is our communal settings. Whoa. What's all the information and interference? Let me take time to go within and really think about this. Okay. Now we're going to move over from, that was the gift that we give up. So eternal love has the authority and the power in the gift that we give back, and the glory. You can't see the glory. So the glory is this Shekinah glory. It is the aura. It is the presence of who we are. This is this free energy that we're giving off. I talked about we are soul batteries, okay? So we absorb whatever energy we're around. So be careful what energy you stick yourself around. And we generate that energy within us and amplify it, and then we it out. This is our aura. This is our presence. This is our energy. And our energy reaches so far, and we have boundaries, okay? So in the Trevelyan perspective, this boundary aura, this glory around us, like you're sitting in a sphere, this big bubble, the outside edge of the bubble, this glory, this beauty. And this, in the Trevelyan perspective, that is to deal with music or the sound of life and Selah pausing, okay? So I want you to think of a music stave right now. It's the 5 lines of the music stave, and there are notes on it, okay? A Selah pause is like, let's just stop on this note right here. Pin that note up, and we're going to think about that. Or expand it into a whole song. What do you do when you listen to a song? Oh, you kind of sit, and you dwell in the contemplation of that music. Or when you're sitting and listening to the waves on the beach or the birds in the air, and you're sitting and you're pausing and you're contemplating. So that's what this sailor pause is all about. So what is it that the United States of America needs to pause and think about? What is the music that's going on right now? What is the sound of life over America that we need to pause and really think about? Bzzz, the busy bee workers. Got to get to work. That is the music. The music and the sound of life in America right now is the work, the workers. So we need to, I'm going to do this is my interpretation. This is what, this is what Spirit is telling me right now. We need to pause and attend to the workers, small businesses, the employees, the people. We need to attend to the needs of the people. This pandemic, where everyone's been isolated, has been a means of, from one side, those who use that which was intended for evil for good, because that's happening. Something was planned and it was intended for evil. And there are people who are intending evil to happen. And there are others who are brilliant strategists who are taking what was intended for evil and using it for good. Okay? But what has happened with this isolation, the people, the American people, and actually all over the world, have been isolated and put away. Okay, we need you to go away right now. Just stuff is happening. We need you to go away right now. That's pretty much what it's been. Now, go away. Put your mask on, be quiet, and just go away. Now, on the one hand, that's been telling you to go away so that the evil can get away with doing what they've been doing. On the other hand, it's so that the good can come in and arrest all the evil that have been getting away without harming those who've been put away. So it's a double-edged sword. This is both happening. It's both been for evil and been used for good. So let's just let that sit. But now we need to attend to all the American people who've been shoved aside and told to shut up, go away, go to your room. We need to attend to them. We need to all take a pause and focus and attend to the workers. Do you have enough money to pay for your rent? Do you have enough interaction? Are you okay? We need to attend to the people. The people. That's what all these readings are all about. I do these soul readings based on the people, the mass population, everyone in the collective, because every soul is precious. And right now, beloved, you need to hear this. You are valuable. You are precious. You are unique. You are the only expression of you that exists, and that makes you magnificent. I don't care how much you need to be healed or how much you don't need to be healed. You are magnificent. Right here, right now, in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. You are perfect. You are precious. You are loved. Let's take this moment to heal and pause and cherish each other. Every life matters. And that includes the people who have been oppressing us. And that is a very hard thing to hear, darlings. I know. It is very hard to hear that the people who've been hurting you, their life matters too. Now, their life matters so much that they might need to be sequestered and put in confinement so that they can think about how to live their life from here on without harming people like they have been harming people. Or their life might matter enough that they need to have their life ended, because their life matters so much that we need to put an end to this shit that has been going on. And the victims' lives matter. The victims who've been abused, the victims who have been killed and nobody knew that they were dead, all the victims who have been killed and nobody knew that they died, their lives matter. They're important. We need to remember them. We need to love their memory and love them and love the family who knew them. And those who have been fighting for years, their lives matter. Those who have been ignorant, their lives matter. All All soul lives matter, including, and I'm going to make this personal because I'm led to share this with you. I personally suffered from severe mental illness for 2 decades, and it was this Travell perspective that brought me out of it. That's why it's unique to me right now. This has been my healing method that I have shared. But in that mental illness, my persona, my personality was split into 4 different personas. I have 4 completely different voices in my head. And yes, I do listen to them. I do listen to the voices because I've taken the time to heal and learn. And as we healed and learned, I realized that all lives matter. All the voices in my head matter. And yes, I was insane for a very long time. Mental illness. I struggled with mental illness. I was crazy. And it wasn't until I started actually listening to the crazy and having conversations and listening to each other and learning to love each other and learning to trust each other and learning to get along. We learned to know ourselves and live well with each other. I now have 4 different personas in my head still because all lives matter. All soul perspective lives matter. So before you come at me and be like, oh, you're a white privileged person, you don't understand the Black person. Probably don't. I'm going to admit, I don't understand a lot of people who weren't raised the same way I was. I'm first to admit, I don't understand you, but I value you. You are precious. I may not want to live the life that you're living. And I'm not just talking skin color here. I'm talking about creed and faith and beliefs and the way people think. I have difficulty with the people I live with who think and do things differently, and we get arguments. I'm like, oh, that's not the way I want it done. Well, that's the way I want it done. We have to learn to understand, okay, that's the way you want it. I understand that that's the way you're doing this because that's the way you do it. And I'm going to hold space for you to do things the way that you do. And I'm going to love you the way that you do that. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it my way. And I'm going to love me enough to allow myself the space to do things the way I do them. And somewhere in there, when we have 2 separate perspectives, those 2 separate perspectives, they meet in the middle. They don't meet in the middle to be the same. They meet in the middle to heal, to understand each other, so that then they can carry on and be who they are. So that's what we need to do. We need to pause and remember the people, remember everyone, and give space for everyone to be who they are. All right, so that's the glory, okay? So we've gone from the authority, eternal love has the authority and the power and the glory. So we've gone the boundaries of our aura, and now we're going to come in from the boundaries of our aura into the forever space, okay? The space between our boundaries and the space between the spark of our soul spark, which is actually, all 3 parts, this on 1 million. The center of who we are. So the space between our boundaries onto the center of who we are. Now, as it opposed to as it stands for the United States of America, the boundaries of what we will stand for and what we will fight in onto the core of who we are. So that's this forever and ever. This what was, what is to come. So the past, the present, and the future all existing, held in this space. We need to become one with this space, okay? And the harmony. So that's what these energies are. This energy, this is aligned with chameleon and harmony. So chameleon is all about presenting yourself in such a way that you don't have to change who you are, but you present yourself in such a way so that somebody else can understand you. Okay, so it's this in-between space of this is who I am and this is how I'm representing myself. And how can I be authentic here? That can be applied many ways. I'll get into that in another video. But right now, how are we applying these chameleon energies of being who we are in a way that we can relate to everyone around us? Son of Water. I tell you, the Son of Water is the master at doing this. And I just love that he came up in this card. The Son of Water is the master chameleon because he's a surfer pretty much. Okay, so we've got a young Maori gentleman here, and it's upside down, so it's within. So within the energies, this idea is you're at your ocean, so it's fluid water energies, emotions, but you're not standing going, oh, wow, like the daughter, and you're not standing going, oh, let me orchestrate it like the father, and you're not there like the mother who's pouring out, and let it flowing through, coming and going. No, the Son of Water, woohoo, hang ten, man, he's gonna surf those waves. So in this tumultuous time of waves and understanding the ups and downs, within, when you're trying to navigate all this craziness that's been going on, this is like part 2 of a one-part reading of the United States. How do we do this? Get on your surfboard and surf the waves. Let the waves carry you. Don't drown in them. Don't let it dump you. Let the waves carry you and learn to navigate the waves on a boat. Navigating on a boat, navigate on a surfboard, navigate in a ship of some sort that allows you the freedom to be who you are, but you can navigate who you are, where you are. So when I'm in a big crowd of people, I'm going to navigate and be something different than when I am in a small crowd of people. Because in a big crowd of people, I need to use my voice. In a small crowd of people, or just talking one-on-one, I can do. Okay, so it's still being authentically you, but approaching and navigating these waters to understand, I'm not going to get drowned. I'm going to surf this wave. And so we need to become one with the idea. Okay, so come one with this idea, forever and ever learning all the lessons of the past, all the lessons of the present, to be able to go forth into the future, understand that we're going to navigate the waves as they come, one at a time, navigate where we are. Here we are. This wave first, this wave next, this wave next. Whoa down, let's take one step at a time. Let's float one wave at a time. Isn't that beautiful? That's wonderful. So then we get to this final forever and ever Saya. Okay. Now I use the term Saya. It's spelled S-A-I-H. S is the definition for amen, because amen actually means so let it be. So S, so let it be. A, as eternity makes it so. Because although I am channeling my own energy and I am my own expression, I am one with eternal love. One eternal love, many expressions. As eternity makes it so. S-A, I, it is done. It's already done. It's finalized. This is the way it is. All right. I even hear some people say, so mote it be. This is the way it is. This is what we're doing. This is how it's going to be. We're going to move on here. S-A-I-H. Hallelujah and huzzah! Because who doesn't love a celebration when you've got it figured out? So this is the Saya point. This is the 0 point. Okay? So forever and ever, Saya. At the 0 point, where all things exist all at once together. And here is where we rest. This is the energy of enlightenment and rest. Because when you come to understand that everybody's on their own path, and it's okay for everyone to be on their own path, and I'm going to rest, I'm going to trust the flow. So here for this reading for the United States of America, what flow do we need to rest in? What is it that we need to be enlightened? And how do we need to rest in this? Well, here we are. The Ace of Fire. Remember, we're stepping out as an apprentice of fire. We have a new opportunity. So this is a new energy, a new power, a new flame is starting. And we need to rest in that. So this is a brand new beginning. The United States of America is undergoing the most incredible metamorphosis right now. We are currently in chrysalis mode. A brand new life is being transformed. We're going to bring in those divine feminine energies and birth this new life. We're going to accept that there are multiple different perspectives. We might take a moment to come in and heal and love each other. regardless of our different perspectives, so that then we can go on and all be our own unique perspective. One eternal love, many expressions. I love you, I love you, I love you. Eternal love loves eternally you. We are one, together, many expressions. What an incredible reading. Have a great day. Salutations. Saya. Mwah.